Hi and welcome to Easy Fishing. Today I'm going to be demonstrating a technique which most of you have probably never even seen before, and that is ledgering with a whip. Now, people might think this is mad, but I've been doing this in certain circumstances for many years, and it has proved very successful. I'm on a small tributary of the Great Ouse. Well, tributary of a tributary of a tributary. Target today, roach, dace, gudgeon, possibility of chub, anything that comes along. Now, I'm fishing a 5 metre whip today. Now, what you need for this kind of fishing is a whip with a flick tip, like this. It needs to have a flexible flick tip in it to indicate bites, to act like a quiver tip. On a business end, I just have a small cage feeder tied, sliding, 3.8 pounds main line and a hook length of 3 pounds to a ready tied size 16 wide gape match. Bait for today, bread and with the possibility of maggots. So, bait up with a piece of punch bread, fill the feeder with breadcrumb, and away we go. Now I'm going to kick off with a 6mm piece of bread punch and take it from there. It's very windy, very mild for the end of January, mostly overcast sky with some blue patches, odd bits of sunshine. So conditions look quite reasonable. So, now the good thing about fishing this method, and one of the really important strong points, is that you can place your bait in the same place exactly the same every single time. You can either lower it in or flick it out. And me, being me, it's alright as long as the fish aren't too big. But here they're mostly small dace, roach, that sort of stuff. Oh yeah, there are, especially when it's coloured like this, but There you go, see what I mean? Now that's not a little dace. If that's a roach, that's a good one. Gonna need me a chub. Oh, that's a roach. Oh, it's getting on for a pound. There you go. You see, people think I'm mad, but I'm not. That's the proof. Well, here we go. First cast.
First fish. Can't be bad.
And a beautiful roach. How about that for a roach? First cast. Crazy method it might be, but it works. There you go. Just pop him back. There you have it. If you can afford it, what you are looking for here tackle wise is probably, I would guess, a 5 metre carbon whip with a flick tip. Now they are available reasonably cheaply. I think Preston's one is about £60. It's a quality bit of kit. This is a very ancient 20-odd year old Daiwa one. It's a telescopic take apart. I wouldn't part with it. It's such a beautiful whip to use. It weighs, I think, 200 and something grams. This is a bit an off the wall method, but as you see from the first cast, it really works. No bites because there's a bit of weed on the hook. The stream is quite coloured and flowing through quite quickly. Also, when using this method, choose a swim without too many trees over you. Because otherwise it can be a nightmare with a 5 metre rod waving it around. But I can introduce the bait really quietly. No badoosh of the feeder going in. And more importantly, I can put it in the same place every time. The ultra fine flick tip on these is, oh, and we had a little touch there, and another one. And, oh, another quality fish. What have we got this time? What have we got this time? Whatever it is, it's quite a quality fish. Oh, and it looks like another good roach. Sure, the landing net's bending in the force of the float, and there we go. Another real quality fish. First one was about 12 ounces, maybe 10 or 12 ounces. This one, oh, no more than 4 or 5 ounces at the most. Not huge, whoops, but beautiful. And I forgot my towel today, so dry my hands on my whip bag, which means it will need a good wash when I've finished. So, let's have another go. So 3 casts, 2 good roach. Couldn't want better than that, could you? Now in these little streams, don't expect to keep bites coming all day. But provided I don't spook fish, I should get a few. It's only a short session. I mean, if I get an hour and a half's fishing, I'll be happy. Depends on the wife's situation. All she's got to do is turn the oven on for dinner, but she's taken too many drugs, well. So I'm just supporting the whip, and it's ever so light. Just want to try and keep it as steady as I can to read the bites. The bites so far have been pretty positive though. And like I say, I can introduce them with absolutely no disturbance whatsoever. And another one. It's only a small one this time, but there you go. Oh, it's come off. There. Well, after that gentleman walked away while he was watching, I managed to lose another roach. Smaller one. Hook's still sharp though, so if I've lost a fish, I always make a point of checking the hook. If I lose more than 1 fish, if I lose 2, change the hook. Most people don't, but I think, you know, in a situation like this where you're fishing for what could be very good fish, it's parsimonious not to. Well, I'm following my own advice. I've just lost 2 good fish in succession, one of which felt like a £1+ roach, so I've changed my hook length. It's something that regrettably a lot of people for some reason seem reluctant to do, but your hook is your only point of contact with these fish. And that last fish I just changed to a slightly bigger piece of flake, and it felt like a very good roach, bigger than the first one, so I'm a bit gutted. So Never mind. I mean, this is a piece of flake smaller than my little fingernail. I mean, I haven't got much longer, so I'd like to get at least another couple of fish on video. Hi, back again, Move Swims. Unfortunately, a couple of guys lure fishing have just been through the swim I chose as they saw me setting up my tackle, but just have to hope that the fish are still there. Anyway, let's get back into fishing and give it another bash. And unfortunately he's putting a lure through the swim. I wanted to try next, see if this one's blank. But it's not blank. And that one's come off too. What's the matter? I changed my hook. Well, the hook point's still razor sharp. That was another decent fish. Saw that fish briefly. That was a roach with getting on for £1 at least. Not this one, but I don't know what's going on here. That's another fish I've lost. Still, this is true fishing. It's good that people see that it doesn't always go right. I don't know what to do. Right, I'm going to change back to bread punch and just see if it's the fact that it's a bigger bait. Let's see if with a smaller hook with more of the point exposed I might get a better hook hold, but that's 2 fish I've lost in a minute. Yeah, 2 instant bites from good fish and then nothing. Oh well, I'll have to give that last swim plenty of time to quieten down after the disturbance. The bike guy spent about 15 minutes casting a bright green, fluorescent green plug around there, which would probably spook every roach for miles, but that's fishing. So I'll get at least one more fish before I have to pack up. The trouble is those last 4 fish that I've lost have all felt like, well, one of them I just see there, that was a big roach, came up and swirled on the top before it threw the hook. Another tap there, much faster, looked like a dace bite though. But I'll happily settle for dace even though I wanted roach. Because every fisherman knows that sessions don't always run smoothly, and you know it's not always big fish or lots of them to order. So it's better that the viewer can see this real life fishing, if you like. It's a bit annoying though, because I've obviously got a day when they're on the feed. Warm southwesterly. Sun's come out now though, which doesn't help. Still, it's a lovely day. I haven't even got out the house other than for jobs for a week, so I'm grateful to be out here, and I think that's one of the things you need to bear in mind. You should be grateful that you're actually out by the riverbank. It's that boy. That's the trouble with maggots. As you can see, the sun is bright now, the sky's cleared, so those are all factors that will stop big roach feeding. They definitely don't like bright sunlight. But I've caught a few fish, so I'm happy. As you can see, passers by throw quite a shadow on the water and stuff. So. Oh, a slightly better fish. Oh, it's a better roach. Not a monster. But I'm very happy to have caught it. There we have it. Not huge, but beautiful in the sunlight. Blimey, first bee of the year. Well, that fish came next to the far bank cover, so I wondered if the fish would have retreated out of this sunlight, and I guess that answered that question. Well, the time to pack up has arrived. I've had the call, and I hope you have all enjoyed seeing this video, and I know it's something different that a lot of people wouldn't even think of trying. But if you have a whip, I recommend you give this a go. In the right place and the right circumstances, this can be an absolute killing method. And although I've had some good fish and lost some good fish today, I hope you've enjoyed it at least. So there you go, there's food for thought for you. So goodbye from Easy Fishing, and hopefully I'll catch up with you all soon. Bye for now.